Absolutely bone-chilling account of eyewitnesses that's now being shared with people, these people who survived this massacre inside the movie hall in Colorado. Remember, there's been a mass shooting incident that took place in Colorado almost an hour ago. We're getting you these latest pictures that are coming in of this horrific massacre.
With us, and I'm hoping we can talk to you again later this morning.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jack. We appreciate you sharing. As you're looking at live pictures, obviously from Air Tracker 7 high above the scene. Still an active crime scene. Again, this is the Century 16 theaters in Aurora, over near Alameda and I-225. Jason Luber standing by for us in our other studio.
All right, so we're getting more details of the suspect who has been arrested. We have learned that this man who's been arrested is in his early 20s. He's a male. He's an adult. He's somewhere around the age of 20. He's now been taken into custody. There are going to be several tests that will be conducted on him. Colorado officials have formally confirmed that 14 people, including children, have been killed during the premiere of Batman film The Dark Knight Rises that took place last night. Well, so those are the details that are now coming in of the suspect. He's a 20-something male who is now in police custody. And as we bring you more eyewitness accounts, there's another one that's been published in one of the papers in UK. This is a person who was speaking to the policeman after the massacre took place. He in fact goes on to describe what really happened, and he said that the attacker in fact shot a baby at point blank range. Remember, we can't confirm any of these eyewitness accounts independently for you, but these are accounts that are being published and produced across TV channels and media throughout the world of this deadly Denver Batman massacre that took place at midnight in Colorado. 14 people dead, close to 50 injured. This eyewitness account, if it's true, Shiv, that the attacker in fact shot a baby at point blank range, it in a way is very, very similar to what we saw during Columbine incident as well, in which one of the attackers killed his classmate, and before he actually shot her at point blank range, he asked her to smile and pose for the cameras.
That is correct, Ruchika. You know, the indiscriminate nature of this kind of rage, this kind of absolutely random anger is difficult to actually contain or define, especially so shortly after the incident has taken place, and we don't have a proper psychological profile of the suspect himself. We do know that there may have been security breaches. Looking at simply the technical aspects of all of this, access to weapons, mental profile, how did he get to the theater, how did he actually get inside that particular hall with you know, carrying lethal weapons with him. You know, was there a breach of security? Was there a lapse on the theater's part? All of these aspects will take primacy right now before the police actually begins to construct a psychological profile of this particular man. If he was 20 years old, was he living alone? Was he living with his parents? Where was he studying? Who were his friends? What were his habits? You know, all of those things are going to be your sequence of questions that the police will need to, you know, find answers to, and very, very quickly, considering that 14 people have been dead. You know, if a baby has been shot at point blank range, that only adds to the sort of quality of indiscriminateness, if I may say so, about this particular firing incident. Because from what it appears, at least so far, Ruchika, it doesn't look like this man was there to shoot anyone in particular. He was there to send out a message. He was there to establish his anger and frustration at whatever it was. If it was about not getting tickets to a particular premiere or a movie, I mean, that only points to what kind of person this guy really was. He obviously wasn't stable. He obviously had something very, very wrong going on. Was it anger about that? Was it anger about something else? Was it specific? You know, shooting a baby, shooting young people, shooting random people in that theater only establishes the kind of randomness, the kind of indiscriminateness, the kind of perversity of this incident, and that's going to make it all the more harder. Remember, like in Columbine, like you rightly pointed out, Ruchika, it's going to make it that much harder to actually build a psychological profile, build motive, and, you know, and draw that complete picture that tells you why this crime was committed.